From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Cascade Paint & Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Well, happy Friday evening to you. The weekend is almost here. And you know those winds? They'll be behind us by tomorrow. I'm expecting much calmer winds this weekend. Also, highs are getting warmer, close to 80, if not around 80, for some of the warmer spots in the valley. But we do expect a change back to cooler and wetter conditions, most likely as we get into the end of next week and even into that next weekend. And with the possibility for some showers too. So in snow levels, not too terribly high, but, you know, kind of low, at least for this time of the year. We'll, of course, take a look at that in more detail in a second. Well, let's take a look at the winds, and there they are. Still a little breezy out there this evening. I think there's going to be one last little push of gusty winds here, especially for the mountains just east of the valley here, but things are calming down for the valley. Things are calming down even for the eastern mountains, of course, fairly calm off to the coast as well. Look at this. By the time we get into Saturday, everyone is below 10 miles per hour. And those winds fairly calm coming in from the west, and then I think more from the north on Sunday, but still most likely below 10 miles per hour on Sunday. So gorgeous weekend, warmer temperatures and the winds dying down. So this has been the pattern over the last few days. You may have heard the expression, I've called it that, and we've actually talked about it in more detail. You see the jet stream right here? This looks like a Greek letter known as the omega Greek letter, right? So this is known as an omega block. You've got low pressure to the west of it, low pressure to the east of that high pressure. But essentially, storms coming in from the west are blocked by this ridge of high pressure. So the storms hit the brick wall, and then essentially all that energy shifts up to the north. But as more and more storms butt up against that wall, it breaks the ridge down. So take a look at some of the changes that we have in store for us. Now, number one, the winds are dying down because of that shift. And number one, the high and low pressure system are moving farther away from each other. As a result, the winds die down. But the warmer air is still in place. You've got this nice big ridge of high pressure that's in place with those warmer temperatures. Then you can, of course, see these storm systems that are kind of riding up and over that ridge. So beautiful weather over the weekend. Then we take you into early next week through the middle of next week. You see how that ridge just entirely breaks down? And the reason being, we've got more systems riding over that ridge, breaking it down. So this will allow that warmer air to push to the south. Temperatures begin to moderate, and they're cooling off a bit as we go through next week. So the middle of next week, still dry, but any rain or snow should stay to our north through Wednesday. Then by Thursday, Friday, we begin to see better chances for showers moving in. Now, based on this model, it's not until Friday that we'll see that chance for showers. The European forecast model brings it in just a little bit sooner on Thursday. So I've included a chance for showers as early as Thursday and Friday as well. But also note we've got some colder air. So not only are we seeing showers, but that's going to keep those snow levels fairly low. So that's the first little push of colder air, and then more as these storm systems come in. So that's Saturday. So of course that's not tomorrow, right? That's a week from tomorrow that we're looking at here. And then we go a week from this upcoming Sunday, and it looks like a bit more moisture, heavier rainfall, snow. Now we're getting ahead of ourselves. And I don't want you to look at this and go, this is exactly what's going to happen. But what we're seeing here is that this warming trend, the warmer weather that we're experiencing and will experience over the weekend, it's not going to last forever. And it looks like we're going to start to see cooler and a wetter pattern moving itself on in closer to the end of next week into that next weekend. All right, let's change gears. We're going to talk about those wave heights. You can see how they are still, beginning to slowly drop as we go into Saturday. They'll drop even more going on into your Sunday as well. All right, so that's good news for boaters. And we take a look at the marine forecast, no alerts, south winds at 5 to 10 knots. There's your sunrise, your sunset. But I do want you to be aware of the fact that through the day tomorrow, there still will be a beach hazard statement. Essentially what this means is that the ocean will look calm. It'll be a beautiful sunny day. The ocean will look calm. It doesn't look like it's a big deal, but suddenly there's a big rush of water. Those are known as sneaker waves. Now, sneaker waves can grab you and lift you off from your feet and basically drag you into the ocean. And it can be very dangerous. And on top of that, if you're rock hopping, you know how those jagged rocks, it's not a good idea, right? So that can, of course, topple you over as well. And of course, then you're on those jaggedy rocks, and it gets pretty dangerous. So just be aware of the fact that there are going to be sneaker waves through the day on Saturday. It's Sunday, which should be a better day. All right, so for tonight, here's what we got in store for us. Again, the wind's still a little breezy in some spots. It's going to kind of hold on in some areas here, so don't be surprised if you're walking outside this evening into tonight that the winds are still blowing a little bit here. But by tomorrow, yes, it'll be so much nicer. Here's a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures are getting warmer. Look at Douglas City, 71, 69 degrees in Weaverville, and there's Trinity Center with about 67. Beautiful day. Good day for a hike. If you can kind of get around maybe some of that snow. There you can see about 70 degrees out in Blue Lake, 68 for Fortuna. Garberville, Alder Point, about 72 degrees tomorrow. We take a look at your North Coast forecasting into the north. Look at that, Smith River, 70 degrees for Klamath. Out towards Orick, about 66. And inland, we're in the low 70s for your daytime highs. Here's your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. 63 out in Fort Jones, 62 degrees in Etna, and 58 degrees out in Tennant. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, 59 for Alturas, Tule Lake 60, as well as Aden, Canby, about 58 and 53 degrees in Cedarville. And how about those eastern mountains? Well, temperatures mainly in the 60s. Some of the cooler spots like Janesville, about 59, Westwood, 57, Chester, about 62, Biola, about 58, but lower Shingletown, right about 3,500 feet, 64, and Paradise, a high of about 65 degrees. Let's take a look at your Valley neighborhood forecast. It's warming up. We've got 72 in Corning, 73 for Hamilton City, Gridley, about 72 degrees up north, a high of 72 for Lakehead, 69 for Whiskeytown, Anderson, about 74, and Red Bluff topping out at 73. All right, so let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. Now, we're not going to be doing the deep dive forecast because it didn't take too long to really describe what's going on out there. But here you can see for your St. Patrick's Day. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're flirting with 80. And if some of us see 80 degrees on Sunday, it's not out of the question. And then it looks like temperatures dropping slowly, but still warm on Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday with a high of 71. We're back down to the 60s by Thursday, Friday, with that chance for showers as early as Thursday. But I think at this point, the best chances look to be around Friday into that next Saturday.